downside is it's going to take an awful long time.
It'll process itself automatically, though.
Here we are. Yeah. All right, adding silver, adding lead. The sag mill is currently working through our massive stock of silver ore. Boy, this thing's fast, though. Wow, and you've only put in 4 ores so far? I suppose that's... What else are we going to be putting in here, actually?
I'm sure there's a few other things.
I don't know. I mean, there's a whole bunch of stuff. I guess if we actually start harvesting, mining with Silk Touch, we'll want to throw redstone ores and lapis and that sort of stuff in there, but... Okay, I just realized there is something we might want to deal with ASAP.
Which is?
Where's all that dust going?
Into the network.
And does
temporarily.
But temporarily is going to be a fairly large amount of time.
Not really, because remember, once we get this taken care of...
That's true. We won't ever have this much sitting in one place at one time.
Exactly.
Fair enough. I'm just worried that our network's actually going to hit the wall on capacity because of... I mean, there's tons of these ores in here.
Right, but keep in mind that it's also processing that dust as fast as it's making it.
Not quite as fast yet, but yeah, I suppose you're right. Should we make sure that our metal storages actually have a capacity upgrade? That might not be a bad bet to throw a to upgrade the storage boxes just in case.
Yeah, we can certainly
the
upgrade
compacting
the storage
drawers.
boxes,
We should
the
throw
compacting drawers, yeah.
Yeah.
We can absolutely do that. Not a problem.
Because we don't want to void metal. I mean, the metal's stuff we will use up given time. So grade templates. All right, let's make some drawers. Okay.
Okay, octadic capacitor is now in the alloy smelter.
Nice. All right. Drawers. Upgrade templates. There we go. All right, now we need... the
10 ore.
What kind of storage upgrades should we apply to this? I'm trying to remember. It doesn't have to, it doesn't follow this isn't like Java where you had to do tier 1 then tier 2 then tier 3, right?
No. You could do any one and they stack with each other.
Okay, so if I was to do the tier 3, say the gold ones, because we're going to have lots of gold.
We should actually have a fair chunk of emeralds. If you just want to go ahead and throw an emerald upgrade into each of them, I think we've got it.
Okay, let's see what we got here. Alright, make some sticks. 2. Okay, we had enough. We have lots of hold on. Okay, I made 2. We have 49 emerald ores that need to be processed. Oh, that's interesting. Shneeky, did you know that if you click on ores, it will show you how they are spawned in World Gen in our NEI system?
Yes, I did. That's called JEI Resources is the mod that does that.
That is really cool. All the questions that you usually have to go to the wiki for, and now, well, Okay, it looks like emeralds are just a alloy smelter target.
No, sag mill has a chance of making 2.
Does it? I couldn't find the sag mill recipe. Oh,
Yeah,
there it is.
You'll
Oh, there
have
it
to use your
is.
arrows.
Yeah, there it is. Okay, I found it. All right, I'm bringing the emerald ore down to add to the queue.
Okay. And looks like we're gonna need tin ore as well.
Oh, okay. All right, but of course it's going to be a little while because never mind. It just started on the emerald right now. All right. I believe the iron is the one that's currently prioritized by the smelting system, so we'll just quickly do that. All right, and then gold. Do we have a compacting drawer for tin?
Good question.
I don't think we do.
I don't think we do either.
Well, add that. All right, I've made a compacting drawer. I'm assuming tin isn't being processed yet, so I'll quickly get that out of the network before things get too out of hand. All right. There we go. 1 tin compacting drawer. Upgraded. Copper's upgraded. Alright, so iron, gold, copper. We don't have one for lead or silver either, do we?
We didn't really use much in the way of lead or silver before thermal expansion. They were kind of
just sitting.
They existed in immersive engineering.
That's right.
But we never really got around to doing anything with them.
Yeah, there was never enough to be a problem, but there is now. Potentially, or there will be soon. Alright, well, let's try and get this all cleaned up before everything goes completely crazy on us. Okay, silver hasn't started smelting yet, so I'm going to quickly... Silver... Lead. Lead hasn't smelted yet either. Perfect, okay. Lead, silver. Okay. Quick. Before it catches up. Okay, it's interesting to note that, oh crap, did we not have one for nickel either? We didn't. Nickel just found a compacting drawer to go into, just as I placed it. This is kind of funny.
Nickel we may want to hold off on automatically smelting. The only use for nickel is to turn into Invar.
Oh, right. We can alloy smelt nickel bars, though.
Well, we can use the induction smelter to mix them, true, but, you know.
True. Okay, well, I'll go and put the brakes on the nickel summoning. Oh, it may be too late already. Yep. Whatever nickel we had has come and gone. Wow, the sag mill's done. That's kind of insane.
There really wasn't a whole lot there anyway.
No, I suppose not. We were just overdue. Is it just me, or is that something that actually still doesn't really exist in this version of Minecraft? An automated mining system.
We actually have several automated mining systems.
Oh, do we? We just haven't really looked at them. Is that all?
Yeah, that's really it. I mean, there's the builder, which is pretty much Quarry 2. Oh my god.
Mm-hmm.
There's also the one from or Extra Utilities 2.
Okay. So they're out there. We just
yeah. And the thing is, Extra Utilities 2 actually has an interesting one where it basically simulates a dimension for you to dig into.
Yeah, I vaguely remember us talking about that. Yeah, it was a bit of a quirky one. And I seem to remember we talked about it, and it basically came down to that all these things needed power to work. Is that right?
Something along those lines. A lot of power, actually.
Okay.
Hence why we're working on getting our power system set up in a little bit more of an amenable manner.
Mm-hmm. Although the weirdness with AgriCraft continuing is certainly not going to help. Yeah, did you actually, speaking of which, I'm going to give you the watering can. Come on, let's go and check this thing out. See if you can replicate my results from the weirdness down there.
Okay, which one am I using? The building one?
No, the watering can, to figure out what's going on with AgriCraft. Down at your little testing jig. Because I couldn't get anything to grow with it, so I was a little puzzled. I have the other one that the other watering can.
Think it may have to do with the light level or something?
Well, it shouldn't. I was doing it midday earlier. I mean, you don't get much more bright than this. I mean, we could go clear night, but I suspect we're going to have the same result. I do believe this
Because I just had it happen. I mean, before we started recording.
Weird. Because, yeah, I did the last attempt was during full daylight, so I don't see any reason. Was it actually a cross crop, or was it just growing those plants within the crop?
No, I got a cross crop to spawn because there were used to be only 2 and now there's 3.
Okay, so it was actually a cross crop, not just a normal crop, because I had one appear in a normal crop very quickly.
Yes.
But have you actually succeeded?
There it is. It just popped.
Okay, that was. Okay, so it is working. There's just something weird. Was it an improvement? 334.
334. Hey, there you go.
Okay, a minor improvement.
So it works. It's just really slow. I'll have to see if I can tweak those config settings.
Well, yeah, config settings. Also, maybe it'll speed up if we just throw the sprinkler system from the mod in there.
That wouldn't hurt either. Yeah.
Is there a blood magic thing that makes stuff grow?
There is.
Okay.
It is the Rune of the Green Grove.
Right, but we can't really do any more runes until we figure out the whole blood production problem, which we had sort of hit a wall on, hadn't we?
Yeah, the problem is those wither witches.
And the creepers.
Well, specifically the wither witch tossing out a wither potion that hits the creeper that then proceeds to get angry explosively.
Yeah. Which is not an ideal situation. It's, and of course, and then again we come back to, hey, power. What do you know? Well, I guess we'll just have to see what we can do.
Yep. The Quantum Quarry is the one from Extra Utilities 2. It requires a Nether Star to make.
Right.
And so that was the hold off on that one.
Right. We hadn't, because, yeah, we'd have to fight a Wither. Which means we need Wither Skulls, which I don't believe we have any of yet either. Nope. No Wither Skulls. Oh boy. All the things to do. But
there should be Wither Skulls. I don't think the Wither Skulls are in this system. I think it's in the Blood Magic system.
Oh, okay. That would make sense, yeah.
With the rest of the mob drops.
Funny enough, Wither Skulls are probably something we could actually get pretty quickly. We just need to get our armor. Well, I guess we've got good armor. Wear our blood armor and find an isolated spot. But
yeah, my living armor, I did some work with it off camera. I have Quick Feet 7, which is why I move around so fast.
Mm-hmm.
Fierce Strike 3, Repairing 1, Solar Powered 1, True Strike 1, Strong Legs 1, Healthy 7, Bodybuilder 5, and Tough Skin 2.
Mm-hmm. Cool. Well, that's pretty good. We still hadn't really quite figured out what the heck was going on with mine, had we?
Not as such. But I mean, we can certainly tweak it to work however you want it to work.
Well, you remember how it wasn't.
It's a matter of blood points.
No, you remember how it wasn't stripping the enchantments.
Oh yeah, you were having a desync issue.
Yeah. Definitely don't want strong legs. Quick feet is the speed one, right?
Quick feet is a speed one.
Soft fall. Now it takes XP to apply all these things?
No. What you need to do, if you're wanting to strip everything, you go in the middle there, and
yeah.
I'm gonna hit it with the weak activation crystal, and it'll spew the things all over the place.
Fire.
And then you just add.
Okay. So.
And now you just right-click the ones that you do want and put up the ones you don't want.
Okay, so Dwarven Might is a strength is.
Mining speed.
Mining speed. Okay, definitely want that one. All right. Good. Okay, and then experience. Does that make you get more experience?
It does.
Okay, might as well get that one. Quick feet level 7, and then that's rocket boot mode. Soft fall. And strong legs is the jumping one, right?
Correct.
There we go. That should do it.
Yeah, personally, I like the Healthy 7 and the Bodybuilder 5 and the Tough Skin 2 that I've got.
Yeah.
But that requires a lot of grinding and taking a lot of damage and healing and stuff.
Yeah.
And it also levels up Solar Powered, which I'm actually not such a big fan of.
Interesting. Yeah, I've got that. At least puts me at a slightly better. I'm not bloody jumping half a mile into the air now, which is good.
Yeah, that was because you had such a high level of jump.
If anybody wants
strong legs, I think was the jump.
Strong legs 7. If you want armor to fly to the moon, this one's well on its way there.
Yeah, I've also got a Strong Legs 5 upgrade tome in this chest over here.
Yeah, I bumped myself back down to Strong Legs 1.
Yeah, that's really, I mean, Strong Legs 1 or 2 is all you really need there.
Yeah. Okay, so we've got ore processing. Finally, what else did we do? Was there anything else on the list? I suppose the only other thing we could go look at would be to talk about any other options for getting mobs into our mob system.
Well, the problem is it isn't necessarily getting a mob system to work.
Mm-hmm.
The problem is getting it to not spontaneously explode.
Yeah, and most of the... I remember the warding. We hadn't decided if the warding was a good idea. I mean, that would keep the floor from exploding, but it might also prevent items from going through to the system. Yeah, I don't think... I can't think of any solution that doesn't basically end with, but we could just turn off mob griefing.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, we could turn off mob griefing if you wanted to. That would solve the problem right there.
Yeah, it's either that or figuring out how to make those wither cats and wither witches stop spawning, but that seems... That's...
Actually, excuse me, it's probably not the wither witches, it's probably the regular witches, actually. Because the thing is that when the witch gets hurt, it uses a regen splash potion, which then hits the skeleton and causes the skeleton to shoot, at which, if it hits a creeper, then proceeds
Right. It's a chain reaction, and we can't...
Yeah.
And witches are spawning because one of the mods is unlocking where they can spawn, right? Or did Mojang change that?
Mojang changed that, I think.
Okay.
I think witches can just spawn anywhere now.
Right.
Now, we could do a power witch generator.
Yeah, we did talk about that, but again, it comes down to that power issue again.
Because, I mean, if we do like 8 or 10 witches in there with no creepers, then suddenly you've got much less of a creeper problem. That should be more than enough.
Yeah, that's true. That's right. The witches... what do witches drop?
Well, a lot of useful things. Various potions, glowstone.
I'm just wondering if they drop anything that we could use to power a powered spawner down there.
Potion generator.
There we go. That would at least remove our need to run that system off of our primary power gen, which has been causing us grief here in the base. If we used a potion generator, yeah, that could then, I mean, because the witches will be producing a renewable supply of potions, and it could become the primary source of power for the witch spawner, because there'll be a pile. Well, no, there won't, because there won't be that many witches dying.
They won't die because they regenerate themselves. Yeah,
right.
What it is you only turn it on temporarily,
right?
And then once you hit witchpocalypse level, then you just turn off the spawner, or it automatically turns off because it recognizes there's too many witches in the area, and proceed to win button.
So what we need then is a witch's soul and the powered spawner that was currently configured for
Enderman.
No, actually, I think there's one. There's one over there configured for those golems that is a waste of time.
The basalts, or the the basalts.
Yep. So we can recover that.
Turn it into a witch spawner.
And problem solved.
Yeah. That'll work.
Okay. Well, so I guess that's our off-camera project, is we need to find ourselves a witch. Now, I'm guessing we're going to take this we might as well take this zombie spawner out of here, because it's not doing what we want it to do anymore, is it?
Well, I mean, it makes zombies, which can be fed, but yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess step number 1 in finding a witch is building a large scale and finding a duck?
Yeah, I think that's probably as logical of a solution as any.
Well, if it weighs as much as a duck, then it's made out of wood and therefore a witch.
Yeah. I think your logic is sound. At least to my sleep-addled mind. I'm sure it's sound logic. Okay, I gotta fix this. Before we call it a day today, the ceiling is finally driven me insane.
Oh, by the way, one other thing I've got.
Oh?
I made a spawner.
A spawner of what?
Here, check this out.
Just a second.
Behind you.
Bloop. What have you done? It's ghastly. You finally got one, did you?
Finally got one.
That's a non-trivial job, getting a ghast to actually let you catch it.
Which means, in theory, we have ghasts potentially on farm.
That's useful, because we could then... I suppose that means we could use words that actually are part of the English language, among other things.
There's a few things that will enable us to do. One of the most important things that will enable us to do is we will finally be able to build our rings of flight from extra utilities.
Right. Right.
Because that will require a cursed lasso with a ghast in it and a golden lasso with a bat in it.
Cool. Well,
And I happen to have a cursed lasso.
nice.
So, yeah, that's definitely a thing that we can do.
Sweet. That's creative flight, right?
Yeah, and that's not only creative flight, that's immune to falling damage.
Oh, sweet. And that goes in the bauble. It's a bauble, right?
It can be a bauble, yes.
'Cause we have
I believe it goes in the ring slot.
Cool. All right. Facades. Where are the facades? All right. I know I saw conduit facades around here somewhere, but you think I could find them? Where did I see those? Ah, there's one. Alright, where's the painter live? Haven't had to use that in ages.
Downstairs.
Right, okay. Bottom floor? Or current bottom floor anyways?
Correct.
There it is. Dang it. I just told it to paint it the wrong color. Thank goodness it's something that can be repainted. Excellent. Okay.
And without needing to strip the paint and getting wheezy anymore.
Mm-hmm. Which is good. All right. Well, it's not perfect. It still needs some work, but another chunk of the hallway is actually decorated now. Such as it is. And with that, I think we will call it a night here. Yeah. So hopefully next episode we can get our blood magic thing finally doing what it's supposed to do so that we can make these crops grow faster. Stay tuned.
And once we do that, we'll have our power supply and we'll have more options.
Yes, for fun things like mining for ores that we may or may not actually need. Boy, player detector would sure be nice, though, wouldn't it?
It's a work in progress. First, I had to wire it up and then apply the NOT gate to it. The next step is actually getting it to turn on and off when we come near it.
Cool. Cool. It should be interesting to see how that's solved. Okay. Well, thank you for watching, everyone, and we will see you in the next episode. Bye for now.
Take it easy.